Andrews is back with us. As always, thank you for your service to our fair city, officer. What's next?
Mr. Jameson, you know I'm a fan, but I just saw Spider-Man in action. I worked with him to stop Wilson's Fisk's men from stealing back their hard drives. They need a stand-up guy.
Now wait a second, my friend. I'm not questioning your word. I'm sure what you said happened. But have you considered that it was in Spider-Man's interest to help you?
How so?
He obviously had a long-standing feud with Fisk and wants him put away. That doesn't make him Mother Teresa. It just means he had a grudge.
Look, I hear you, but why can't we give him the benefit of the doubt?
Why? Because he hides behind that mask. You train. You stand up with your badge and name tag on, and you do your job every day. He runs and hides. If you cause the kind of damage he does, what would happen?
I'd be doing paperwork until the day I retire. And probably riding a desk, too.
And why, my dear friend, should you have to follow these rules and not him?
You know, that's a damn good point.
I knew you'd come around.
If they see me, the hostage is dead. Sweet dreams.
It's Spider-Man! Kill the hostage!
Gotta move quick and quiet.
Somebody over there.
Friday night. Snoring now. Oh, you started without me.
It's the Spider Guy! Come on, Spidey, you got it!
That's it? I feel like the hold-up rate's gotten more aggressive post-Fisk. Gotta stump that out. Hey, guys! You got prescriptions for this stuff? Huh. Assault in progress. Gotta stop it. Is this the mosh pit? Great!
Before show a rash of break-ins recently. The victim of one of them is here with us now. What happened, ma'am?
Well, my business was broken into. A flower shop. Who breaks into a flower shop? I was cleaned out. I couldn't believe it. I thought the area was safe. I see Spider-Man around all the time.
My dear, you learned the hard way the sad truth about Spider-Man. He only cares about the glory. Something as, forgive me, prosaic as a break-in and robbery is beneath his notice. Do not rely on him to keep your property safe. The only thing he truly values is his own massive ego.
There are easier ways to make money, guys. Less socially destructive, too.
我们要做非常做不到的事，我们要干掉蜘蛛人。回事？
Demons seem to be gearing up for... feel like they're about... Hey, the cops may say they like you. They don't like you.
What's he doing?
As I warned, Nostradamus-like, after Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem! Forgive me for raising my voice. Emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye!
Guys, we all love a parade, but you gotta get permits first. Damn bomb in the truck. Gotta get it out of here. Gotta stop this before it turns into a massacre. Hey, can we solve this peacefully if I brought you cupcakes?
Stay on it! Watch out for webs!
Sable's as much of a threat as the demons.
Officers near Devil
You're in
Shot.
timeout.
Police report to the scene.
Spider-Man! Not a something! I'll kill you! Move it fast! Wearing him down!
Just when I thought I might run out of Sable agents to hit.
The hell? We gotta call for backup.
escaped cons were those inmates have nothing to lose. I need to save those people fast. Ooh! Does this bus go by Avenger Tower?
Spider-Man! Slow it down!
What's the fight? Convicts would use their freedom for something non-destructive, like knitting or canasta. Love canasta.
This is Naval Control. Need an update from Devil's Shelf. Over.
Armored patrol on the move. No sign of priority target.
Contact with Spider-Man Control. Weapons free. Clear to engage. He's here! Evasive action!
Excuse me, is this Crosstown Express?
Heavy working outside.
Watch the left! Engaging hostile! Bring him down!
More Sable guys. Looks like my webs bring all the boys to the yard.
Advancing! Go down! Get behind it! Don't let him web you!
Surprise! Pedestrian trapped under that vehicle. Hang on! Thugs, just a little more!
I had it covered, but thanks.
Okay, people are safe. I should clear out so the pigeons! Come on! He's a fast one!
Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who stuffed him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
Huh, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crime.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then
Isn't the city
fire
great?
yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
Supposedly, Fisk made his fortune selling these spices. I mean, they're good, but not that good. Gotta be careful.
You want the food, Webb? Try and take it!
Hey, you forgot this can! A whoop ass!
Throwing a grenade! Fighting dirty! Wearing him down! What the hell is that?
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
Our city now! Take a piece, this guy! Don't let him web you!
And back to right as you go.
Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Spider-Man! Heads up, everybody! Don't let him get behind you! Spider-Man! Freaking throw! Come on, charge him! Don't let him get behind you! Come on! Don't let him beat us! Say your prayers!
Hate seeing a city like this.
Situation in Longacre.
Never touches the ground. Great! Just when I thought I might run out of Sable agents to hit.
Get clear! Advancing!
prisoners on the loose, you're arresting protesters? Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk. Ah!
Get behind him! Where's the reinforcements?
I am definitely not giving Sable a...
Kinetic.
Sorry, forgot my ID. How about I prove who I am by kicking your butt?
Engage.
Damn, Spider-Man is back.
Always knew these Sable guys were gonna be... Bad news?
Thank you.
Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points. So after a police officer called me out on social media for being too hard on Spider-Man, and it went viral and people just wouldn't shut up about it, I agreed to a debate. Officer, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so me and my guys were in a shootout with some desperate characters who had nothing to lose. I mean, they didn't care if we all lived or died. And somebody would have, trust me, if Spider-Man hadn't helped us.
All right, fair enough. I'm not saying he never does anything good. I'm saying he causes more problems than he solves. You had to go to the academy, right? Be thoroughly trained. You have rules to follow.
Sure, but he seems to know what he's doing, too.
It worked out for the best this time. Next time, how do we know Spider-Man won't cause the deaths of all concerned?
Well, he never... As before, has he?
I believe we'll just have to agree to disagree. Thank you for your service. Goodbye!
You're done. Oh, guys, this is really starting to verge on stalking.
We're in trouble! Moving in! We got a man down! Stop resisting!
Sort of flattered it. I bet you guys get great reception up here. Boy, they really didn't want me going in. Which means I'm going in. Booyah! MJ, I'm at the third location. Apparently, it's casual mask day at the office.
Finally, a job where you'll fit right in. Until you start with the face kicking.
Yeah, I have a feeling HR's not gonna be too happy with me.
街上都能看到。有人。只有蜘蛛侠会留他一口气。等等，
Oh, sorry, did I startle you?
这也太安静了，召集其他人。是什么？蜘蛛侠，干掉他！把他打下来！全力突击！
And we're done. Hey, understudies! The role of homicidal demons will now be played by more homicidal demons! Reinforcements! Unless you're just Natalie dressed paparazzi? Yeah, I didn't think so.
That location's a clearinghouse for donations to these charities. Clothes, books. They're trucked in from drop boxes all over town.
Sounds like a perfect distribution network for drug running, which it looks like is their real priority. How do you backup guys get here so fast? I know it's not the 6th train. More demons. How do you guys tell each other apart? I mean, there's only so many mask variations. You asked for it. A thing of beauty. MJ, I've got the place locked down.
Great. I'll call in an anonymous tip. I bet if the police check out those drop boxes, they'll find something more interesting than secondhand jeans.
Savvy listeners don't need me to tell you that the Demon's cult, gang, terrorist organization, all the above apply, is out of control. We have a survivor of one of their brazen attacks on the line. Go ahead.
I was home, in my building. We got word there were demons on the roof planting bombs. We had to evacuate, but we also heard there were snipers waiting to pick us off when we tried to leave.
Despicable. Fortunately, the police and the bomb...
Hey, Pete. Now, this station tracks GPS chips deployed around the city on birds and other wildlife. It collects data on the environment, which Mom wanted, and helps improve GPS on Oscorp tech, which Dad wanted. So, it's actually probably safe. You know what, bud? I should have remembered to tell you not to bother with this one.
Hey, the tech here might help me track my missing spider bot. Those things are too expensive to lose. Okay, I boosted the tracking signal on my other spider bot. Now it can track its brother. I lost the other bot's signal in the park, so that's where I'll need to drop this one. Nothing unusual, just taking my spider bot for a walk in the park. You know, like you do. Okay, it's following the pings from the other spider bot. Let's see where it takes us. I wonder if a kid picked it up and took it home. It is way better than any toys on the market. Yeah, I told the AI to test it in narrow areas, so this pipe makes sense. Oh no, I hope it didn't get run over. New York drivers have no respect for the crosswalk. Looks like it made it quite a ways. Proximity alarm? What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! And if I startle the bird, it'll drop the spider bot and break it. This pigeon's strong. Someone didn't skip wing day at the bird gym. Finally, its nest. Wait, that's the other spider bot! I busted a feathered kleptomaniac. Now that I know where they both are, time to mount a rescue mission. Harry really did me a solid that time. Wish I could thank him. I got some work to do on these spider bots before I can send them back out into the world again. Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask you to leave the store. Crime.
Now!
Here's your stuff. Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime. Let's kick it up a notch. Okay, now I'm just showing off. Great. Now it's just showing off.
You're done!
Just like Spider-Man.
I'll break your bones!
Nasty car wreck down there. People might be hurt.
Help me!
Hold on! Pedestrian trapped under that vehicle. Hang on!
Thank you. I'm scared.
Almost got it!
Spider-Man! It was a bunch of guys trying to rob a store. They must have been hopped up. Caused a whole wreck.
I need to find whoever caused this wreck before anyone else gets hurt. I'm losing him! Gotta catch up. Hate to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot of driver's ed in your future.
Somebody shoot him!
That's just...
Friends, you know about the Spider-Man-related breakout at Rikers Island. Where are those escapees going now? To your neighborhood! Our next caller witnessed it personally. Please, tell us.
I was just coming back from the store when a swarm of guys in prison jumpsuits came out of nowhere. Like a pack of wolves. Robbing, speeding, looting. Lucky for us, Spider-Man took them down.
Yes, well, you know how criminals are. Rival factions and all. He didn't want the competition.
Competition? Spider-Man didn't steal anything.
That you know of. Next caller!
Another bomb threat, Spider-Man. Disable the primary device.
Then shut down the secondary charges. I'm all over it. I said no more city halls, and I meant it. All right, time to get that arming key. Bomb triggers wired in series. That did it. One down. Secondary bombs are on a timer, though. Gotta hurry to disarm them.
Close one. Nice work up there, Spider-Man.
Just another day in the life. You and your men take care, officer.
No more! We...
Let's kick it up a notch! Wow, you all forgot your keys? Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in...
I've expressed my concern with Sable International's heavy-handed tactics. Our next caller witnessed them firsthand. Tell us what happened.
A bunch of us were protesting Sable, standing up for our rights like you always say, and suddenly they just start beating on people and arresting us for no reason.
This is always the risk of giving anyone too much power. They abuse it. Be aware that if you stand up to them, there may be consequences. It's up to you whether that's a risk worth taking. For me, clearly it is.
The crazy thing was, Spider-Man set us free.
Yes, well that's what happens when the supposed authorities start breaking the law. Next to them, other lawbreakers don't seem so bad. Thanks for calling. We're out of time.
Hold tight, officers. The web-swinging cavalry's here.
宁氏不住。
哎，看清楚一点啊！你刚刚应该就要收死了。
Demons are total fanatics. Can't believe how loyal they are to Martin Lee. Demons. They've got more bombs, officer?
Yes, indeed. Demons don't know when to quit. Primary device first, then disable the secondaries. Get after it, Spider-Man.
记住墙，别让他放炸弹。
I said no more City Hall, and I meant it. I should have recorded this.
怎么做到的？
Okay, safe to disarm the primary device. Bomb triggers wired in series. That did it. Damn. Dead man's switch. The other bombs are armed. Need to disable them before they explode.
Heads up. Snipers on the far roof.
Time to KO those snipers.
Thanks for that, Spider-Man. We'll take it from here.
You got it, officer. Always ready to do my part.
Folks, you know I'm not one to promote conspiracy theories. Except ones I think are worthy of further discussion, like this one. I heard reports of Spider-Man hovering around radio towers. At first, I thought he was sabotaging them. But a far more alarming possibility came to mind. In his misguided delusion that he is protecting us, is he hacking into all our conversations? Business deals, credit card transactions, those personal calls with the wife when you're on a long, lonely book tour. I mean, when one is on a book tour, I wasn't talking about myself. I don't do that sort of thing, and anyone who thinks they have recordings of me doing it is wrong.
Demons are... Gentlemen, that is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM!
这非斯克做不到的事，不想干掉蜘蛛人。
小心！作家把敌。
Demons aren't just a street gang.
Line. Report came in from near Ansonia. Over. Where'd you get this from?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents.
Get a match in here! Reinforcements! Look out, Squid!
I got it.
And back to Rikers you go.
We're staying right here.
Okay, I'll get you off the island. And right back into Rikers. Incoming! And we're done. I wish these convicts would use their freedom for something non-destructive, like knitting or canasta. Love canasta.
Just drag your butt back to locker.
Hi, I'm your parole officer. You're doing it wrong. Never touches the ground. people counting on that food to survive.
You want the food, Webs? Try and take it!
Guys, portion control! Say goodnight. Just when I thought I might run out of Sable agents to hit.
Watch out! We gotta call for backup. Moving in.
Escaped cons stealing food from the needy. Talk about eroding your faith in humanity. Sable guys will shoot at me. And if I stop Sable first, the convicts might get away. Just once I'd like an easy choice. Sable's contained. Time to stop the convicts.
Spider-Man! Blow him away!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents. You asked for it. I should have recorded this. Crazy Violet joyride officially stopped.
He's here! Evasive action!
Watch your windows? Come on. The city's lousy with escaped inmates and Sable's chasing me? There's obviously a Fight 1 Get 10 free special on Sable agents right now.
Get behind him! Keep coming! Go on, he's there!
A thing of beauty. Hundreds of escaped psychos in town. Some who can fly, and they send the jetpack guys after me?
Target is hostile. He's shooting west!
Almost flattered Sable sending her best guys after me. Almost.
Stay alert.
Nap time.
Priority target spotted.
Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything? Say goodnight.
Stick together. You can still beat him. Don't let up. Watch out. Submit now. He's hurt.
Sable has certainly made swinging through New York more exciting. Also, more life-threatening.
Please advise on further action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents. Let's kick it up a notch. Okay, now I'm just showing off.
Moving in. Everybody down. We gotta call for backup. Stop resisting.
Always knew these Sable guys were gonna be bad news. Gotta move quick and quiet.
What was that?
Good night, Goon.
Safety's off! Spider-Man's here!
Sleep it off. Literally didn't see that coming. Not gonna lie, feeling pretty good about myself right now.
It's him! Get a picture! Do something?